Hello, my name is Tanya. I live in a forest. This one. Sometimes I make things, sometimes I just talk about things. And this week I'm going to continue on the journey of making an English paper piecing baby quilt. And we're going to finish the top today. So let's get back to the moment when we left off in that video. Hello. The last time I showed you my EPP quilt, it looked like a little square in the middle. And now I've added this border, and this border. And what I'm thinking now is I'm going to add another 2 rows of little squares. And I'm questioning some of my decisions. See, I told you that I wasn't going to take any of the papers out until I'm finished piecing the whole thing, but now I think that this thing is not very comfortable to work with, and when I'm carrying it around from point A to point B, I have to fold it, and the middle kind of got messed up already and papers started to fall out. Like so. And here. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take the papers out of this middle bit, and it's going to help me with 2 things. One, it's going to be a little bit easier to manage, and 2, I'm not going to have to make more paper squares for the outer border. Hopefully I'm going to have enough in here, but maybe I won't. I'll have to make a little bit more, but I won't have to make all of them. That's the plan. I'm going to start taking the papers out now. Taking the papers out is a system. I usually use a long needle. I don't have one at the moment, so I'm going to use tiny scissors. I need a container for loose threads, and I need a container for papers. I'm just going to see where the knot is and release the thread. No cutting needed. The thread goes into the thread container and the paper goes into paper container. That's it. In the previous episode of this series, I was going to replace this little square right here. I was going to replace it with another one because I think that this line is a bit too strong, but I've decided to leave it as it is. It's not because I'm lazy, it's because I just kind of decided that it's fine. It's allowed to exist. After I'm done taking the papers out of this section, I'm going to continue basting my pieces, and that's my favorite part, to be honest. I don't have to think at all. So I'll see you in a couple hours, probably less. I'll see you. I don't know when I'll see you. I'll see you later. Here it is, all done. Took me about an hour. I have all those threads, all those papers ready to reuse. And now my favorite moment. I get to see it without the papers for the first time. And it's beautiful. I don't know why, but it doesn't feel like regular patchwork. It feels much nicer. I don't know why. It should be the same. And we get this stained glass effect temporarily. So I'm ready to add the last border. I need to make it first. So I have been making the little units for the last outer border. I made 4 patches and I need 60, and I have made 30 in the past several days. And of course I ran out of papers, so I have to make some papers, and then I make the units, and then I make the blocks, and I'm halfway done. It's a lot of fun. Actually, I'm watching my evening shows and doing this. So, update. I have 64 patch blocks. It's going to be enough to go around the baby quilt. And so the next step is I'm going to join these into rows of 14. I think I'm going to do 2 of them, attach them, and then kind of compose the final 2 bits, taking into account what's already happening, because I want them to go nicely together. Let's do this. Another update. Yesterday I spent some time joining the blocks that I have into strips, and I made them, I've joined them into 7s. So every side has 14 blocks and then 4 corners, and I've made 7 7s. And one I've left loose in case I need to adjust something last minute. But now I'm going to arrange everything, take a photograph, and get to joining the last border together. the papers out. So, here it is, a wonderfully scrappy quilt top that didn't have to be made this way. But I made it using papers because I like the precision and I'm not very confident in my sewing machine skills. But because it was made with papers, it's perfect now. And we're on to the new adventure, which is choosing the backing fabric. I have a couple options in mind. Actually, I have a couple options in a box upstairs in the attic. And I get to choose a quilting pattern. Have a couple options of that as well. I have thoughts. So the next time you see me with this quilt, I'm probably going to finish it. I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you next week with something completely different.